Welcome dear students. This is last topic on Unit 3 Stratified Random Sampling Technique. So far we have discussed so many concepts, that is variance of sample mean in case of without replacement and with replacement, and stratified random sampling. In case of stratified random sampling technique we have discussed variance of y bar in case of proportional allocation and optimum allocation. Here we compare the variance of sample means in these three cases, that is with random sampling technique and proportional and optimum allocations. This is an important theorem. Without this theorem, the question paper is not to be set. All of you must carefully understand the theorem. This is very important theorem. You are going to get surely 10 marks in the examination. Okay, this is theorem 4. With the usual notations, prove that variance of y bar st in optimum allocation is less than or equal to variance of sample mean in proportional allocation and is less than or equal to variance of sample mean in simple random sampling without replacement. This says that the sample mean obtained through optimum allocation in stratified random sampling technique will having less variance compared to it is obtained through proportional and simple random sampling techniques. So optimum allocation is the best technique. Here variance of optimum is less than or equal to variance proportional is less than or equal to variance random, or this theorem may be given like this also. Variance of random sampling technique is greater than variance of proportional allocation is greater than variance of optimum allocations. We know that we have already derived all these variances in different techniques. This is variance of sample mean obtained through simple random sampling without replacement technique, and this is variance of sample mean obtained in stratified random sampling technique through proportional allocation of sample size to the stratums, and this is variance of sample mean in stratified random sampling technique obtained through proportional allocations. Look here, this is S square is the mean square error of population. Here this S square is the mean square error of ith stratum, and P is the weight of stratum, that is given by capital Ni by small n, capital Ni by capital N. Okay, first we compare the simple random sampling technique versus proportional allocation. Consider simple random sampling without stratification and stratified random sampling technique proportional allocation. This is nothing but this S square is the mean square error of population. You can write this mean square error by using this formula. This is discussed in notations and terminology of stratified random sampling technique lecture. Here this is 1 by n minus 1 summation I is equal to 1 to n. The total population is divided into k stratums, and there are in each stratum there are ni units. J is equal to 1 to ni. This is yij minus y bar n. This y bar n is the total mean of total population. Here you can write this S square as I just added and subtracted y bar ni to this term, minus y bar ni subtracted and then added, just kept brackets in this form. This is first term A and this is second term B. Look here, this is A square plus B square minus 2AB. Look here carefully, instead of I is equal to 1 to ni yij minus y bar ni square, we can write ni minus 1 into si square. We know that the sample mean square error of ith stratum is given by Si square is equal to 1 by Ni minus 1, j is equal to 1 to n Yij minus y bar Ni whole square. From this term equal to Ni minus 1 into Si square. That is, we have written here. Look here, this is mean of ith stratum and this is the mean of population. These are constants. A summation is not performed on constants. So this is j is equal to 1 to n times Ni times this constant. So this is nothing but Ni. And look here, this term I is equal to 1 to k y bar Ni. We sum this y bar Ni's all stratum means we can get total mean of population. So this is nothing but y bar Ni. Y bar n minus y bar n gives 0. This term vanishes. So we can write the n minus 1 s square as I is equal to 1 to k Ni minus 1 Si square plus I is equal to 1 to k Ni into y bar Ni minus y bar n whole square. Suppose we consider Ni and n are sufficiently large, the Ni minus 1 is equal to Ni. Ni minus 1 is approximately equal to Ni. And Ni minus 1 is approximately equal to capital N. There is nothing effect on Ni and n if we subtract one value. So instead of Ni minus 1 we can write Ni, and instead of n minus 1 we can write n. So this is n into s square. Here Ni minus 1 is Ni. This term is same. This n multiplies these two terms. This term divides these two terms. Ni by n, Ni by n. This is nothing but weight of ith stratum Pi is equal to Ni by n. Here also Pi. Okay, substitute this Si S square value, this mean square error of sample S square value in equation 1. I have written equation 1 again. Variance of sample mean in simple random sampling without replacement 1 by small n minus 1 by capital N into S square. Substitute this S square here. Here this 1 by small n minus 1 by capital N multiplies these two terms. This term multiplies this multiplies this here. Look here carefully. This is nothing but variance of sample mean of stratified random sampling obtained through proportional allocation. So this is variance of y bar st proportional allocation plus this term. Look here carefully, this term. This is a fraction and this is a fraction. Here the numerator 1, denominator small n, sample size. Here numerator 1, denominator capital N. So this fraction is obviously less than this fraction since this denominator is large. So this total value is greater than 0. Similarly, this is weight. Weight is never negative. So I is equal to 1 to k Pi. Sum of all weights gives us a positive value. And this is a square value. This is also positive. So multiplying all positive values gives us a positive value. So this value is positive. A positive value added to proportional allocation gives us random variance of y bar in random sampling. So this is greater than the proportional allocation. Variance of sample mean in simple random sampling without replacement is greater than variance of stratified random sampling through in proportional allocation. Next, this is equation 4. Next is optimum allocation versus proportional allocation. Let us consider this variance of sample mean obtained through proportional allocation minus variance of sample mean obtained through optimum allocation. Just substituted the formulas here, and this ni 1 by n minus 1 by capital N, this is two terms here, this multiplies here, this multiplies here. I kept this same. Look here, this is negative and this is positive. Positive value, negative value gets cancelled. These two terms remains. Common 1 by n in these two terms, we get this term. Look here carefully. I is equal to 1 to k pi si square pi si. This term is nothing but s square. We can write this as capital S bar, since it is the weighted mean of the stratum standard deviations, the weights being equal to the stratum sizes. Look here, I is equal to 1 to k pi si is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to k pi is ni by n into si. Here the summation is for numerator I is equal to 1 to k ni si by, this is sum of all stratums I is equal to 1 to k ni. Remember the weighted mean formula, summation weight into x divided by summation weight, nothing but weighted mean. So here also this is weighted mean of stratum standard deviations. So instead of I is equal to 1 to n pi si, we can write S bar. So this is 1 by n I is equal to 1 to k pi si square minus S bar square. Just added and subtracted S square to this term. This term added S square, subtracted S bar square. Here 1 by n I is equal to 1 to k pi si square minus si minus S bar square minus S bar square, 2 S bar square plus S bar square, this S bar square here. We can write this S bar square as S bar into S bar. Look here, we can write instead of S bar, we can write I is equal to 1 to k pi si. So this S bar I is equal to 1 to k pi si. This is instead of S bar, and this S bar square is multiplied with I is equal to 1 to k pi. Look here, I is equal to 1 to k pi is nothing but I is equal to 1 to k, this is ni by n, summation I is equal to 1 to k ni for numerator. This is nothing but total population size divided by total population size gives us 1. So this value is nothing but 1. By adding with 1, the value does not change. So for our convenience, we can write I is equal to 1 to k pi here. Common I is equal to 1 to k pi from these three terms. I is equal to 1 to k pi here si square minus, this is common, 2 into si S bar, this is common S bar. This is nothing but, this is si square is A, S bar square is B. So si square is A, S bar is B. A square minus 2ab into B square. Here A is si and B is S. So we can write si minus S bar whole square. Look here carefully. This fraction is positive. I is equal to 1 to k pi is positive. This is square term is obviously positive. So this term is positive. This term is nothing but variance of y bar st proportional minus variance of y bar st optimum allocation. So this term is greater than or equal to 0, that is positive. From this optimum in right hand side greater than or equal to variance of y bar st. This is equation 5. From equation 4 and 5 we can get variance of y bar n random greater than or equal to variance of y bar st proportional greater than or equal to variance of y bar st optimum allocation. Here we can write instead of this greater than, we can less than also. This is less value, this is greater value. Variance of y bar st optimum is less than or equal to variance of y bar st proportional in variance of y bar n random. Hence the theorem. These are the two concepts. Efficiency of stratified random sampling. This is given by efficiency of proportional allocation in stratified random sampling over simple random sampling is given by variance of y bar n random allocation divided by variance of y bar st in proportional case. Similarly, we can get the efficiency of optimum allocation over random allocation. This is the formula for efficiency of y bar n in simple random sampling, variance of y bar st in optimum allocation. With these concepts, all concepts, important concepts in unit 3 covered. From next lecture, we discuss the design of experiments. Thank you.